Let's try and survive 1 year in Farming Simulator 25 with no money. You might think this is my farm, but no, I don't actually own this, it's owned by someone else. So I gotta go find some money and find some land, and then eventually I might be able to purchase this place. Welcome to Farming Simulator 25. So, this is kind of an interesting situation that I haven't been in before. I have no equipment, I have no land, and I have no money. So, we're going to be using this page quite a bit until we can at least afford some fields, maybe? These right here are contracts by nearby farmers. We're going to have to just jump in, lend their equipment, and do these to make some money. So we got harvesting, we got hoeing, and we got wood transport. I think I'm going to go with the wood transport to begin with. We don't have very long in a day, but wood transport seems to make sense to me. So, let's go with the 12,606 one, and borrow their items. Let's go. Well, here it is. It's kind of unusual to be in one of these at the start of one of these series, but we got one, so let's attach onto the trailer, and let's go get some wood. So, somehow we gotta get all the way down to the wood place, which I believe is actually quite far away. It's literally the other side of this county, and then we'll just pick it all up, chuck it in the trailer, chuck it on the back, and get it delivered. This is wild. I actually have a job for now. Alright, legs are going down and crane is coming out. There we go. So, I think it'll unfold itself, although I'm unsure. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I have to try and get used to using this thing. It has been a long time. Alright, here we go. Bring it down. Bring it out. Bring it down again. How many can I lift up at once? Probably just one. But let's go ahead and try two, because we're crazy like that. Lower it down, and grab. Okay. Now we lift it up. Oh, I've got three somehow. Excellent. And I think I'm gonna fully load the oh my, we are like falling over. I'm gonna load the trailer first, if I can. Oh, perfect. Yes. And lower it down, please. That is excellent. Alright, perfect. So now I gotta do this another 10 million times to load it all in. Man, this stuff takes so long if you don't know what you're doing, and quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing. They should not have employed me to do this job, I'm just saying. Anyway, switch it to the side, open it up, oh, there we go, we got them on. And then let's go ahead and get the last two, and drop them on as well, and then we can go. I can get out of here. Don't think I'm gonna do too much wood transport, if I'm honest. So go ahead and grab this one. There we go. Lift it all the way up, and we can chuck it straight on there. My goodness. Getting used to this, I suppose wouldn't take too long, but it's still a thing that I don't want to do. Alright, lift it up again. Bring it over to the side a bit more. Bring it down. And back. That'll have to do. That will have to do. Perfect. Alright, lift it up again. There we go, and let's get the last one. Oh boy, we are fully loaded, but we have to actually back on down to the road, I think, to turn around. This is not great. I have to reverse all the way down here. Actually, I might be able to turn around where the wood was. Yeah, let's go off-roading. Oh boy, I should have done this before loading myself full of logs, but it is what it is. Don't want to crash into that tree. Reverse. Oh, we're getting a little bit stuck. That's not good. Oh, I hit the tree. Whoever employed me is stressing out right now. I'm not hitting anything there. It won't let me past. Here we go. Squeeze. Yes. Nice. All right, let's go deliver this. So I believe we have to go right here onto this little road. Excellent. And then we drive down this road all the way to the end. And that right there is where the drop-off point is. Somewhere down at the end of this really long road. This is huge. Alright, in we go. I'm assuming we drop it off over here on the right-hand side. Let's see. I'm just going to drive onto it. And we'll see if we can deliver it. Alright, there's some delivered. Let's move forwards. And deliver the next bit. Here we go. We currently have $20, by the way. And there's $44. And we can finish the contract, I believe. Contract complete! Katie, give me my money! We're We're gonna get $11,966. Kapow. Oh yeah, that's awesome. My goodness, that kind of leaves me with no vehicle to get back from here, so time for a little bit of a walk, I think. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. I'll see you guys in a bit. Katie's given us another contract. Excellent. So, we need to harvest field number 2 and deliver it over here at field 48. Okay. Oh my goodness, we get some big equipment for this. This is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and attach this onto the head. We'll put the head on the trailer, and then we'll drive both the tractor and the harvester over to the field. Alright, whack this on here, please. Well, we got to get the harvester over there first, so let's go down these skinny roads, and we'll make it there very soon. Again, they probably shouldn't trust me with all of this equipment, but they are for some reason. My goodness, there's weeds in there. Or at least I thought there was weeds in there? Oh, she's killed them off. Okay, she's not doing too bad. Come here, you. I need to attach straight onto this thing. Here we go. Excellent. And then we can start harvesting the field. I'm actually just going to harvest all of this, or most of this, and then we'll bring the tractor over with the trailer afterwards. Or whenever we need it. So we got to unfold it first. There we go. And then I should be able to just start going, I think. All right, here we go. Turn it on and drive. Yeah, excellent. After one full go around, we are nowhere near full, so I think I might be able to do this whole field without using the trailer, maybe. As it turns out, we are gonna have to go get the tractor, so let's open the pipe. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the tractor real quick, and then we'll bring it over here and drop off whatever we need to drop off. Man, it feels so nice to be in a little tractor again. This is cool. This is very cool. Let's go ahead and drive straight over there, and yeah, we'll fill up this trailer. Oh, this is actually a really big trailer. Nice. Well, we made it to the field, so now we just need to drive around and empty this thing out. I'm assuming the storage in the trailer is more than that of the combine, so it's likely that we'll just get the combine going around again, and then we'll be able to dump the combine out into the trailer again, and then sell it all at once, hopefully? I don't know. Oh yeah, this only filled up to 28%. That is actually kind of crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and leave this here. We'll turn off the engine. And we'll actually go jump into the combine and get it going again. Alright, fully done. Let's go ahead and open up this pipe and dump it straight into the trailer. And then actually, we're ready to go and get our money. Well, it's been a good machine, but we gotta say goodbye to it, unfortunately. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know where I'm going, but I think, I'm pretty sure if I turn left onto this little pathway right here, this little dirt track, I'll end up on a road, and then we turn right, and then I think we're at the sell point, possibly. Up and over we go. Apparently the sell point is in a forest? What is going on here? This looks beautiful. What in the world is this? Oh, this looks lovely. Okay, so, we will have some spare after we've dropped off the contract amount. However, I think I'm just going to sell all of it anyway, so let's go ahead and dump it all. We're going to get a decent amount of money from this, I think. It's all gone. It is all gone. We now have 12,000... Wait. Yeah, we got 321 for the harvest income. And now we're going to get the money she owes me. So it says 8,957 down here, but we might get 10,557. So let's go ahead and collect it and see which one we get. No, we got the 8,000. Okay. The next job we're doing is from David, and it is hoeing. So we're going to remove the small weeds in the field using a hoe. We're going to get a decent amount of money from this, about 7,000. So let's go do it. Oh, quite a big John Deere for this job, apparently. Let's go ahead and attach straight onto the hoe, and then we'll attach straight onto the weight, and we'll get it over there. Again, this is actually someone else giving me use of their pretty expensive equipment again. I would not do this, especially not to a man dressed like this. Open it up. Here we go. This is the field. I don't know what they're growing. Well, what are they growing here? What is that? I don't actually know what that is. Well, apparently it's parsnips. Okay, well, let's go ahead and lower it down and get it going. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna get $7,000 for literally just driving around. This is great. All right, I have missed a few little lines, but I think David is gonna be happy with this because his parsnips are pretty much almost fully weedless. That is amazing. So let's drive straight off the grass here. I'm gonna go ahead and park this thing up at the edge, and he can come get it whenever he needs it, I suppose. All right, David, show me the money. Give me the money. There we go, $5,868. Awesome. Man, I wish I had that house already. I currently don't have a house at all. But if I'm honest, that's not really what I'm worried about. We still need land. I can't build a house without any land, so we need to do more contracts. Oh my goodness, I really have to say thank you to Katie here. She is giving me so many contracts. So I need to fertilize field number 2, which is actually the one we harvested earlier. And in order to do that, they've given me this. I don't really like this vehicle that much, but it is an interesting one. It is a very interesting vehicular device. So let's go ahead and attach this onto the rear. We are actually going to go ahead and attach the weight onto the front, and then we're going to fill this thing up. What I'm also going to do is get the store to put the second one. Oh, actually, can I fully fill this thing? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it fits both. Never mind. All right, let's go. Let me just show you this. She wants this fertilized. What is that? What is that? Well, it's not up for me to decide whether it needs fertilizing or not. I need to just fertilize it, so off we go. Hopefully she pays me still. This doesn't look good, though. If you've made it to this point in the video, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite tractor brand is. Well, fortunately, contracts like this really do not take very long, but what I'm going to do is actually empty out this thing right here, and then we're going to end the contract there. If I ever need fertilizer in the future, we know where some is. Perfect. And she paid for it. Thank you very much, Katie. I appreciate that. Let's have a little look, see how much we get. There you go, $4,734. She does no farming of her own, like none. Katie wants cultivating on field number 2. It's literally the one we've just fertilized, so borrow items. Let's get to it. We're in a Voltra this time. Okay. She's got a lot of different tractors, doesn't she? It's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this over to the field and get the field cultivated. Fortunately, it is quite a big one, so shouldn't take too long to do. All right, time to actually do something with this field for her. Let's go. Oh my goodness, she's giving me this tractor to do it. Ugh. It doesn't feel like it likes pulling this, but it is doing the job. Yeah. Okay, well, it's getting done. Awesome. Thank you very much for some more money. How much was it? It was 9,007. Excuse me? Katie, what the heck? How have you managed this? It's all back. Well, this is it. This is all of the land that I can purchase. And no, it's not the trees. It is this little tiny bit of grass behind me. So, I'm going to go ahead and purchase it, and we'll go from there. It's going to cost me $15,873, and I am buying it. There we go. And now I get to run around in my own land. This is fantastic, yeah. But what am I going to do with it? I need to figure that out. I have seen this thing for sale right here, and I really want to buy it. The only problem is, it costs $11,500. That's too much. At least it's kind of too much because I don't have a tractor that will be able to pull it right now. But it looks so good. There is a long list of tractors that we can go for here, but I'm thinking we have to go with... oh, probably the Renault, to be honest. It's $9,000 and we can have a front attachment on it. So let's try and sort this out into some sort of usable machine, and then maybe we can buy all the things we need. Okay, so with a front linkage on it, it is actually $12,500. We're gonna go ahead and purchase it for that much money. That's crazy. This right here is the next thing we're going to purchase for 4,100, and then we don't have enough money for what we need, so we're going to have to do another job, unfortunately. We do only need a tiny bit of money now, but David is offering 12,606, so we are going to go ahead and move more logs. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. All right, I'm taking his truck, and I am going to go mess this thing up. Well, I say that. I'm going to put logs on it, obviously. But, yeah, we're going to go get logs. We're going to load them all on. We're going to drop them all off for David. And then I can do my own work on my own farm for once. Yeah, I'm excited. That is actually quite a lot of logs, but I'm going to pull off the road, and I'll load them all on, and then I'll see you guys once I'm delivering them. The wood has been dropped off, which means that David owes me money. Right, David? Give me all that money. How much was that? $12,606. And you know what that means? We can actually purchase it. Here it is. We're going to be buying this thing. We don't currently need a silage additive tank, although there is a world in which we can start doing that, but not today. So, we've bought it. Let's go pick it up. And here it is. So we got the Renault, we got ourselves the Lizard Cutter on the front, and we have this thing on the back. Hopefully, the little tractor can actually deal with this, but I'm not so sure it can. We'll see. What an absolutely beautiful place, by the way. It is just so lovely. I really, really wish that I could buy... One second, let me stop my tractor. That. I want this house, this shed, and the silo. I want this so bad, but I can't afford it yet. Maybe someday. Alright, well, this is my field right here, which is actually surprisingly close to that farm. And I'm trying my best to drive. Yes, there we go. So we're picking up the grass from my field and dumping it straight into the back, which is awesome. Yeah, eventually we can sell all of this, or... I don't know, do something else with it, I suppose.
I hope you get what you're looking for, but babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead, 'cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends.
Well, there we go. One whole field has been mown, and if we have a little look in the back of here, we have quite a bit of grass. Yes, I think there's like 15,000 liters of grass in there. That is good. Well, kind of. So, I kind of need to figure out what I want to do with this now. This is my patch of land, obviously, and I've mown the grass, which is lovely. But I need to obviously buy a house or something. I need to be able to sleep. So I think I'm going to set up a tent over here, and then as soon as I can buy a house, I'm going to buy one of those instead. But for now, I think a tent in this corner makes sense. It's going to cost me $100, but there it is right there. Excellent. David is giving me another job, so I'm going to go harvest this field for David, and we're going to drop off all of his stuff at the store, obviously, and get it sold, just to make a little bit more money. David's rich! What in the world? This thing is massive! Okay, well, we gotta go ahead and put the header on the trailer, and then we can actually take both of these over to the field and start harvesting. That's what we need to do, so attach it onto here, and then put it on the trailer. Because I don't think this will even fit out of the gate if we didn't do this. That's crazy. Alright, go ahead and dump it off. Excellent. It should sort itself out. Very nice. And then we can take it with us. Well, we've made it to the field. Fortunately, the field is just on one side, so we can actually drop the head off over here, leave the trailer on this side, and attach on this side. Here we go, yeah. Alright, drive into it very slowly, very smoothly. Yes. Okay, very nice. And then bring it back. Excellent. Okay. Then all we have to do is take it over to the other side and start just taking it all out. That's it. Alright, lower it down. Excellent. I need to unfold the tool. Of course I do. There we go. Oh my. This is a beautiful machine. And then we need to turn this thing on. Alright, off we go. We're actually going to go into it and we're going to go left. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, let's go ahead and harvest this field, get all of this stuff sold, and then see how much money we have in the end. Because David is actually funding me quite a lot right now, so is Katie. It seems David has a problem. Look at all those weeds. We couldn't see them earlier because, well, they were they were underneath all of this. But, yeah, David has a lot of weeds in here. Like, loads, actually. This is actually kind of weird, but I really like the shape of this field. I really like it. Don't ask me why. I actually have no idea, but it's lovely. Just a nice smooth curve around the outside. It's beautiful. Man, isn't it absolutely beautiful just being able to sit inside a combine and just see it all coming in. It is, oh, it's so cool. It is so cool. And if we look behind us, oh my. Whoa. Wait, we still have so much room in this thing. That's crazy. It looks full, but we have loads of room left. Well, it is full now, so I need to go get the tractor that David has lent me, and I need to empty it into, well, the trailer. Then we can go sell it, and then we can get the rest of this field harvested, and hopefully that'll be good enough. What do we have today? We've got ourselves a Vulture and a big old trailer again. Nice. Alright, chop it, yeah. Go ahead and dump it all in here, please. That would be excellent. There we go. Hopefully this trailer can actually hold the rest of the field as well. I'm pretty sure it can. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait for the harvester to get back. I say that like I'm not driving it. I will drive that harvester, I will harvest the rest of the field, I'll dump it in the trailer, and then we can go sell it. And this will be the last bit of the field. Very good. We are done. Let's go ahead and turn it off, lift the header up, and I guess we'll dump all of this off into the trailer. Here we go. Oh yeah, that is a decent amount of grain. Let's go ahead and close this up. We'll actually go ahead and fold it up as well once this is ready. There we go, and we'll turn the engine off and we'll get going. Let's jump in the Vulture and get this sold. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the way into this farmer's market. It is so cool. It is awesome driving through the forest to get here. Obviously, I wouldn't want to do it with anything larger than, well, this, pretty much, but that makes sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and dump out all of this stuff. I'm going to sell everything in here as well. There we go. We got 377 for selling it, and David is going to give me 8,746 because reasons. That's what he owed me. Excellent. As it turns out, Ben wants his wood transporting as well. Unfortunately, it's to a different location, so it'll be interesting to do, actually. So let's go ahead and get Ben's equipment, drive over to the wood, pick it all up, and drop it all off. Ben is using the same truck as everybody else, apparently. Why are you guys all driving yellow Volvos, unless they're all working together as a team? What if there's some sort of Monopoly team thingamabobby going on? That's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to drive over, we're going to go ahead and fill this thing up, and then, well, we'll drop it off. I'll show you guys where we're going to drop it off to. It looks interesting. Oh, I didn't realize it was just past my farm, but if I turn left down this road here, we should find where we need to drop this off at. It's like up this hill somewhere. The engine actually sounds like it's pretty much struggling here to get us up the hill, but we are doing it very slowly. I think we gotta go all the way up, and then we gotta turn right, and then go all the way up that bit as well. My goodness, yeah, we are struggling here. They need a more powerful truck for this. Oh, better gear ratio. What am I doing? I need better gears. There's no gear stick. Oh wait, there is. It's automatic though, right? Anyway, there's some random logs there. We've made it to like a hairpin bend. And then, do I just keep going? Oh, we're down to 18. We are going slow. We are going so slow. Right, okay, keep it going up. And then, what is that? Is this a lumberyard at the top of a mountain? Like, what's going on? Alright, let's keep going. And we'll drop it off once we get there. And I think this is another $12,000 for myself. That's a lot of money. At this stage, this is a lot of money. The problem is, land is just so expensive as well. That's the main issue. Anyway, where do I drop it off? Do I actually drop it off in here? Oh, I crashed. Don't tell anybody I crashed their lorry, please. Okay, in we go. And if I pull it in enough... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Alright, that's done. Can I squeeze forward a little bit more? Oh! Oh, squeeze it through! Force it through, yeah! Alright, that might be enough. There we go. Alright, excellent. Ben, give me my money. There he is. Thank you, Ben, for $11,966. He actually gave me $12,606 instead. That's a lot of money. With the money we now have, I have something I want to purchase, and it is actually a building for the farm. This is it right here. So it's going to cost me $31,000 pretty much. There we go. And this essentially is a fermenting station thingamabobby. So essentially we can ferment things in this, which is better than fermenting things in a silo because I always have some problems with silos, unfortunately. But that's okay. So hopefully we can actually bump up on there, drop off all of the grass that we have, and then every month we can actually drop off more grass. Yeah, just every single time. So let's make our way up there pretty quickly. Here we go. Yes, and we can drop it off straight away. I think this makes sense. Although I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. All right, up we go. Straight on top we go. Yes. And we're going to drop it off as soon as we can. The only issue I see with this, at least right now, is that I don't know whether I'm allowed to have silage in this trailer. No, I am. But I don't know whether I can dump it in from the top. We'll have to see. Okay, let's activate this, which is grass silage, and it will go into the silos once it's done. And then I can take it out and get it sold tomorrow. It just gives me more money than grass would. So that's good. Okay, well, we actually did quite a lot today, and I'm very tired. So, I am going to be going to sleep now, and in the morning, we'll probably end up selling all that silage that we made. And, well, hopefully we can get a decent amount of money from it. Good morning, we are back, and we have to see if I can actually get silage out of this tower, I guess? Let's see what we can do. So, if we drive forwards, we should be able to fill this up. So, there's no grass, there's no chaff, there is silage, however. And we're going to fill the trailer right to the top with this stuff. Okay. We then drive it over to the store and we get it sold. But the thing is, I don't know whether September is a good month for this. I did have a quick little check, and apparently, it doesn't matter. It's actually the same pretty much every month, so I'm gonna go drop it off now. I'm sure it'll be fine. My goodness, we only have like $500 right now. It's not like this is gonna really change that very much. We're not gonna get very much from this. So, what? Silage is not accepted. What about over on this side? Please say it's accepted on this side. Please? Pretty please? Apparently it is. Phew! I almost got really upset there. Okay, well, we're dumping it all out, and we're going to end up with... Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. We got $1,852. That's not great. Well, that might not have even been worth my diesel. That's not necessarily true, but, like, that was not an awful lot of money. Considering we just spent $30,000 on a building, we spent $11,000 on just this trailer, this tractor was $12,000, I think, and the mower was $4,000? We spent a lot of money to not make very much. But the thing is, we don't really have that much area of grass. So maybe I spec'd into the wrong thing here. Maybe I've bought the wrong stuff. I think realistically I should have bought the greenhouse. But I don't know. Well, at least we've started getting somewhere. What I need to do now is probably do a few more contracts so that we can make a little bit more money, so that we can buy more land. I really, really, really need more land. Fortunately, David has offered me a cultivating job on field number 3, and Katie has offered me a sowing job on field number 2. So I'm going to get both of those done, and we're going to get a decent amount of money from both. The amount of equipment these two farmers have is ridiculous. Look at this thing. It looks crazy. It does, it looks really crazy. But let's get it to the field and get it doing its job. Okay, well, we made it to the field, and we are gonna go around the field, obviously, first, and then we'll go up, down, up, down, up, down, and get this thing fully cultivated, ready for next time. Or ready for planting, I guess? I don't know. I can't remember whose field this is. It could be Ben's, it could be David's, it could be Katie's. I think it's Dave. No, might be Ben's. I actually don't know. I don't know. I need a better relationship with the farmers nearby, don't I? Anyway, just gonna cruise up and down and get this all done. We're also gonna get this tractor over to the other fields, and then we'll do both of them and get the money for both. This is excellent. Okay, both jobs have been done, so let's collect the money. That is 8,000, I think, from him, and 7,000 from her. So we're up to $21,870. It's actually already got to the point where it's getting dark, so I'm gonna go to bed. We only did 2 jobs today, but we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Good morning, everybody. Today we have a good few jobs to be doing, so let's go ahead and show you what they are. Alright, so we have a harvesting mission that we can take from David. I don't want to be doing that because it will take forever. So I'm not going to be harvesting parsnips, not today, Satan. We've got plowing, which is for Noah. Noah I have never done a job for, so I think I might do this. I'm also going to do Ben's field with Noah's equipment, which is crazy. And we're going to go ahead and do some sowing down here for David. So let me go ahead and accept a bunch of these and get going. Why does David have so many different tractors? This right here is a McCormick. Let's go ahead and attach onto the Cedar, and then we'll actually take this straight down to the field down there and get going. So attach it onto here. I've never actually used one of these where the seed thing goes on the front as well. I've never done this before. So attach that onto there. Oh, look at the pipage. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this thing up with seeds, and then we can get going. Oh, I see. So the seeds do actually have to go in this because this thing on the back doesn't have any storage for them. That's crazy. Okay, let's head down to the field. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What am I working for here? What is this all about? They've left weeds in the field. They've left loads of weeds in the field, but they want me to seed over this? Really? Well, it's not my problem, so I guess we're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and lower down the thingamabobby on the back first. Here we go. Turn it on and start driving. Okay. It does actually get rid of the seeds. Interesting. The other 2 contracts that I want to get are both for plowing, so I am actually going to go ahead and accept this contract, and I am going to go back and I'm going to go ahead and borrow items on this one. Okay. And here it is, we're in the big old John Deere again. This is actually a different version with different tracks, but this is for plowing. So, let's grab the plow directly on the back, and let's start plowing straight away. First field coming right up. This is obviously to plow. I'm going to try and unfold it in a good manner, and then I'm going to lower it down, and we're just going to go for it, I think. I hate plowing with stuff like this, but we are doing it, and we're going to do a good job. There is actually some more land somewhere that I really want to go check out, so let's go ahead and drive up to it and see what it is, because apparently it only costs $7,000. Well, I was not expecting this. It's got like a really cool way up to it, which is like this little track, and then when you get up here, there is, well, nothing here, but this costs $7,000. I don't think I need this. But it was interesting to see nevertheless. Turn it on and go! Yes! So the last little bit of this field is getting done. I am gonna go ahead... Whoa. Whoa, I am gonna go ahead and get the plowing done on the other field as well, so that we can get all of the money at once. And then we need to move over to the other field and plow that too. There's quite a lot that needs to be done, actually. I still can't believe we are planting on weeds. I don't know what it is, but this feels so wrong. Do they do this normally? I don't know. I have no idea. Also, I really like the design of this this cedar. I like the tanks on the front, cedars on the back. It just sends it across this huge pipe on my side. That is beautiful. Yeah. Nice. You know, I kind of need to figure out where this other bit of land is that I need to plow. I think it's this way. I'm just going to go for an adventure, I guess. No idea where I need to plow next, but we'll see. Oh, apparently it's this field. Okay, well, let's get this done, and then I guess we'll get all of our money. We'll get like, what, 20,000 or something? Maybe 15. I don't know. All right, we're almost done. We just have to do this last little bit around this side, and then we are donezoed. Next month, we'll actually be able to cut the grass on our land as well, although I suppose I could cut it today. No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait 1 month, and then we'll cut our grass over there. I still need more money, though. We still need a lot more money. Wow, okay, so collect the money from this one, that is 7,000. Collect the money from this one, that's 5, and this one is 9. We have... How much money do we have now? $45,000. Excellent. So, we have the option now to do something relatively interesting, I think. Well, I say that, I still don't think we have enough money, but... If I sold my farm over here, if I sold that building for 30,000... I sold the lot of land for, I can't remember how much money. We might be able to buy this land over here. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is unusual, but let's try. So 30,000 for that. Excellent. We're going to sell our little tent for 26. There you go. And then we need to sell our land for however much money we get. I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to sell it for. Is it like 15,000? 16,000. Okay, sell that. There we go. We're up to 90,889. Oh boy. Okay, it is gonna cost us a little bit more than that. We need to find 8 grand somewhere. Okay, you know what? We might as well do this. Katie is offering us 12,606 again to transport some logs. So, you know what? That's what we'll do. Borrow items. Let's go. Man, I would normally be in bed by now, but I currently don't have a bed to go to, so we need to get this job done in order to, well, progress, I suppose. We need the money. We really need the money. Let's get straight over there. I believe the logs will be just here on the right. Oh, they're not. Oh, are they inside the forest? No way. Where are they? Oh, there they are right there. Okay, I'm going to continue in. We'll drive around the farmer's market and we'll come back out. And then we should be able to load up from that side. At least I hope so, anyway. Alright, here we go. Travel all the way around. Excellent. Then straight back out this side. Oh, there we go. And then, yeah, we'll start loading them up. Chuck them all on. And then we'll get out of here. Alright, well, time to transport it. It took us a little bit of time to load it all up, but it's on here, and, well, we're getting out of here. The thing is, I can't remember where I'm taking it to. I think I need to turn around, actually. Well, never mind, we made it. Let's go see how much money we can get, and then I need to get to bed. I know it's only 6 p.m., but we wake up quite early to get this done, and, well, that's why I need to go to bed early. Anyway, there we go. We've done our contract. Let's see if Katie will give us our money. All right, excellent. How much does she give us? 12,606. You know what that means. We can now afford our brand new land and house and silo. There's quite a lot here that we need to get. All right, farmland. Here it is, 23. That is the one we want. Let's go ahead and buy it for $98,862. We get a field, we get some, well, we actually get a pond. That's crazy. We get a house, we get a silo, we get some diesel, and a bunch of trees. This is, very cool, actually. Let's go ahead and lift this thing up so it's not dragging anymore. We gotta turn around. This is no longer my land. And, yeah, we'll go home. Oh, this is crazy. Here we go, straight in. Very nice, yeah. Okay, so this is now my farm. That seems crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and park this thing up for now, because we're not going to need it for a little while. Because plans have changed. Plans have definitely changed. Let's go ahead and just drop this trailer off in here. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Alright, let's drop that right there. Excellent, and then we'll actually just probably drop this off over here. I don't need it to be inside right now. So we'll just dump it over on this side, just like this. Perfect. Yeah, tractor can stay right here. Turn off the lights. I am happy. Well, I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, well, here it is. This is our farm now. We now have a silo. Look at that. It's not even a small one. We have 2 silos. That's crazy. We have ourselves a diesel tank as well, a little bit of a shed, and obviously a massive house. This thing is huge. And if we look out the back, is there a way out here? No, I'm going to jump the fence. I believe we actually have a stream down here. Oh, we do. That is so cool. So the stream goes down to a pond that is also ours down there. Amazing. We still need to make money somehow though, so I believe there is a contract waiting for us that is fertilizing a field. That is what we need to do right now. David, once again, has given me access to one of his tractors, which is this Fendt right here. So let's attach it onto the fertilizer, attach it onto the weight, get the fertilizer in the spreader, and go fertilize. This is one of the easier contracts to do, so I think what I might end up doing, once I have enough money, is actually buying myself one of these spreaders and going and spreading the fields by myself with my own stuff. Then at least I'll get a little bit more money out of the contracts, and I think that's a good idea. But here we go. Fill it all up completely, and let's go get it done. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. I cannot see anything. This is the end of the field, I think. Yes. So let's go ahead and line ourselves up nicely, and then we'll just drive across it. But I actually can't really see anything. This is wild. All right, let's go ahead and put our Nino on. Our wee woo. There we go. Wee woo is on. And then choppy. Let's get it all done. Let's go. Oh, it's getting away from us now. Nice. The fog or mist has lifted. Excellent. Contract finished, but the thing is, because I can, I'm gonna go pick up the fertilizer that we used last time in this, and I'm gonna take it back to my farm, and I'm just gonna drop it off there. I know it's not really stealing because they were gonna leave me with it anyway, but yeah, we're gonna take the fertilizer that is just left over. We might as well. It's very expensive, you know? Alright, here they are. So these are essentially the ones that were left over from fertilizing this field last time. So we're gonna go ahead and just fill this up and take it home. This is like 3,000 liters of fertilizer in here. Alright, so if I do this, aha, there we go. So it's dumped it in our shed. Not in a very nice place, but it's dumped it nevertheless. Thanks, David. Thank you. Give me my money. How much did we get? 6,449. Beautiful. It is currently November, so I don't know if there's anything I can plant in this field right now, but if there is, I can actually afford a seeder, and I could actually afford a fertilizer as well. So I think we try and find that out. Oh, okay. November's not really a great month for this, is it? So planting season is the green one, and harvesting season is the orange one. There is almost nothing. What about spelt? I can actually plant spelt. That's it. Okay, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a fertilizer spreader and a seeder and get it in this field. We might as well plant it all today. Here it is. It's not very big, obviously. It's only 850 liters, but this will do the job. But we've only got one field. It is tiny. $2,000. There we go. We're then going to back out of here. We're going to find fertilizer spreaders, and we are going to be purchasing this one right here, which is not very big, but we can make it bigger. So 500 liters right there. Let's go ahead and do that for $580. Okay, excellent. Let's jump in the tractor and go pick those up. We are out of here. Let's go figure out where we need to go. So I think if I turn right here, this takes us to the store. And then, whoa, and then we'll just drive all the way to the store down here, grab the thingamabobbies. I can't remember if we've got any seeds anywhere. If we don't, I'm going to have to buy some seeds, and then we'll transport it all back to the farm. This'll have to do it, so let's attach this one to the front. There we go. I'll turn around, we'll attach that one to the back. I need to remember which one's which. I believe that one back there's the seed, I think. I can't remember. It's so tiny, though. It is so tiny. Right, I don't have any seeds. I'm going to buy some. All right, how much is this? This is 1,260 for some seeds. Ooh, it's a lot of money. Okay, let's try and fill this up with seeds, and then we can go. Perfect. For the fertilizer, obviously we have some back at the farm, so that's fine. What the? It's got so late so quickly. Right, let's go ahead and drop off the fertilizer spreader in here to begin with. Here we go. I'll actually put it there. Like that. There. Actually, you know what? We might as well keep it. I'm going to fill it up with fertilizer, and then we're just going to spread it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll swap them around when I need to, but this is okay for now. Right, so I need to change it to spelt. That's what we will be planting. Right, spelt. Here we go. And then I guess I just drive on and spray away. Hey, yeah. Not too shabby. I am wasting a little bit of room here, so I could spread a little bit wider, but that's fine. And we're doing it. Yeah, so all I gotta do now then is spread all of this all the way out over here. Then we'll do the fertilizer spreading, and then we should be good to go. I've missed a little bit of the field. Oops. Well, we've seeded it. I did miss a bit of the field down there, actually, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to get that little bit done. Just down here on the side, it hasn't taken too many seeds to get this done, to be honest, but I guess it took enough. It did take enough. Let's go ahead and shoot this around the sides. There we go. And I missed a tiny bit right there, so we'll get that too. Excellent. I'm now going to go ahead and drop the seeder back off at the farm, and then I'm going to fertilize this field. And once it's fertilized, we will go back and probably go to sleep, which is crazy. I wasn't sure if I needed a weight on the back of this thing. Sorry, on the front of this thing. But apparently it's actually fine. Yeah, apparently it's fine. So we are going to go ahead and start spreading this on this field too. You know what? I'm wasting my time. What am I doing? The thing is, this field, because it was owned by someone else previously, they actually fertilized this field. I couldn't tell, but yeah, it's already fertilized. I just wasted a good bit of fertilizer there, but it's okay. Let's take it back home and get it parked up for now. So, it's already getting pretty late on the farm, but I think we need to do another job. So, let's see if someone will allow me to, I don't know, cart wood or something. As it turns out, David wants some more wood moving, so we're in David's truck again, and we're going to fill it up and obviously get this delivered for him, and it should give us around $12,000. That's pretty good. Alright, wood is being delivered. It didn't take us too long to get here, to be honest, so there we go, delivery. And let's see how much money we get for this. Let's have a little look. So David's going to give me another $12,206. That's crazy money. Well, it's too late to do anything else, so it's time for bed. Oh, good morning. It is snowy outside. I was not expecting this today. Not at all, which is kind of crazy, although it is actually December, so it does make sense. Our field has started to grow. Is there any weeds in there? Let's have a little look. There are currently no weeds, so this is going well. This is going really well, actually. Honestly, there's not really going to be too much going on during the winter, so what I'm going to do is all of these contracts right here. You guys aren't going to see it because you've seen it a lot, so see me at the end when I've added all of this together and added it to my main total after I've done all of the jobs. Let's go. I am up to $101,000 now, and it is pretty much the end of the day. However, you might be wondering why I've got so much money. Well, the actual local authority has given me $30,000 to buy a plow and to plow some of their roads. So let's go ahead and pick it up from the store and see if we can start plowing. We do actually have to head over there in the winter though, and it is obviously snowing, so it could be pretty bad, but you fortunately can see where the road is because it's got no grass on it. But yeah, we're gonna go all the way over there, we'll pick up the plow, and then we'll see where we need to plow, hopefully. Here's the plow we ended up buying. This cost me like $9,000 or something like that, close enough. And now we are down to $91,943. That is pretty crazy. Let's turn this thing off to the side so that we are actually blowing it, and then fire it up in the air. Off we go. Alright, this tractor should have enough power. We're just going to go ahead and send it off to the side, and that'll be fine. Yeah, so we'll just do one tractor width on the roads that they need clearing, and that should be fine. Okay, so first of all, we are going to go left out of here and clear the farmer's market. That's where we need to go. Oh boy, I've been plowing the wrong bit a little bit here. There is actually a road that goes off to the right. That's the one we need to start plowing now. We don't need to continue this way, that's not part of my job. I just need to clear the market, that's all. Apparently it's off of here somewhere. I was actually pretty close to where I needed to be already, but yeah, if we continue this way, I need to find the road though. That's the thing, here it is. We have found the road, excellent. And this is the one that leads straight to the farmer's market, so we should be good. Essentially, as long as I keep my left wheels on the left side of the road, I should be able to see where we're supposed to be going. Because at the minute, there's no... Well, there's actually no... what are they called? Like guides for where I need to plow. Plow guides, I guess. Sure. Anyway, I'm going to continue, and once we get there, hopefully, it'll have been a good job. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do keep wobbling. There are parts of this where I am not on the road at all, but we have plowed it as best we can, and that is what we needed to do. We're now at the point where we're going up a hill. This is actually the hill straight into the farmer's market, so this is where I needed to plow. In fact, this hill is actually the main reason we needed to plow, because people weren't able to make it up to the market, and they couldn't get their food. So that's a problem. Anyway, the plow is working really, really well. The tractor is doing a great job with this. And we're almost all the way up there. Once we do get all the way up there, we are going to go around. We're going to do one full lap. Just so that people can get in, around, and out. And buy whatever they need. There we go. So let's cruise in. There we go. And I'm going to go around the right-hand side. And we're doing it, yeah. Apparently someone must have laid salt around this area, so that's good. We're going to continue around this bit. And then we'll just continue around to the left-hand side, all the way around. And we'll have done our job. Perfect. Alright, keep it going. Keep it going. All the way around the outside. You can definitely fit a car through this. I fit a whole tractor through it. Here we go, keep it going round. That is excellent. Alright, perfect. There we go. Alright, there we go. So, let's go ahead and drive away from here. We'll use the road that we've plowed out, and then I'm actually going to head straight back home. Fortunately, the city didn't... Well, they didn't make me plow the road to my house. It was just to make sure people could get from the shop to the market. So, yeah, you totally can. We might as well just plow this little road to my house as well, because, well... With the money the government give me, I decided to buy the plows, so it's mine. And I can do with it whatever I want to do with it. And that is fire snow onto a hill, apparently. But yeah, we're clearing the road on the way in. And that's all good. Yeah. Alright, I don't know really where my road is when we get to this point, but if I just shoot it around here, we should be good. And yeah, we're in. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead and fire it a little bit higher, just so that we can actually see what's going on. And we're doing a good job. Alright, cool. Let's make sure we can get all the way around here. I'm going to be firing snow onto my own house now. That's ridiculous, but there you go. Around the tree. And all the way around. There we go. We are donezoed. Perfect. I think the last thing I want to do today is add some sort of lighting in the yard, so let's get that done as well. Let's have a nice little light on both sides of the entrance. We'll have one here and obviously one here. There we go. Very good. We are going to have a light on this corner over there. We'll have one over here just behind this pallet. I think I've accidentally put it on the pallet. Hang on. Let me delete that. There we go. I'll sell that one. And then we'll obviously put a new one in. There we go. Put that right there. And then I think I'm just going to have one in front of this and one in front of this. I don't know how far out I put that one, but I think there. And then we'll actually have one on this corner right here and one over here as well. There we go. So we got some lights dotted all the way around. I'm going to put one more just here. And now we should be able to see as we get back to our house. Perfect. That's lovely. Well, yet again, it has gotten quite late, so it's time for bed. Another great day to be alive. We are back in, and, well, I'm outside again. And you know what? The snow's back. Everywhere that I plowed has, well, it's been an issue, hasn't it? It is definitely an issue. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to plow out to the road. I'm going to leave this road right here, and I need to go plow the farmer's market yet again. I should have spread some salt, but I didn't think about it. I really didn't think about it. So let's aim it up at the sky, lower it down, and start firing it away. There we go. Yeah. So I'm not actually going to do the road out of here. I'm just going to go straight to the farmer's market, do the hill up to the farmer's market, and, well, a little bit of their yard, and that's it. There we go. Alright, perfect. I made a little way out, and now I need to drive on the dangerous road all the way there. Well, we're back. Let's go ahead and start firing it away from here. There we go. And we're going to make our way up to the farmer's market again and just clear it all out. The main thing is getting the hill done through the forest and obviously their yard as well. Or at least a little bit of their yard. So, yeah, this is what we get paid for, apparently. Alright, there we go. We've made it all the way up to their yards, and now we just have to, drive around the yards. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of a lip as we go in, so we have to leave some snow there, but, let's clear this off, because they were complaining about their dumpsters, apparently. Hey, why the hell did you not clear my dumpster, man? Yeah, it was kind of wild, actually. They were very irate about it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and clear out the rest of it. Fortunately, we've already been paid, so they're not gonna hold my money away, but let's go ahead and clear this bit off as well. There we go. Straight over to the grates. Excellent. And then all the way around, if I can. I did accidentally just bump into it, but that's fine. Clear this bit out too. There we go. And we'll just zoom it all off. Alright, I've cleared it out. Very nice. Yes. Let's go ahead and try and get a little bit of this. Apparently I can't get this bit. That's really annoying. But I'm just going to go ahead and clear off this. And scoot off a little bit more of this road. Just so that it's a tiny bit less dangerous, I guess. There you go, just widening this little bit up. Oh, coming home to a farm like this, I actually love this so much. I love having a house. I don't really care for the silo being in front of my house, if I'm honest. Or the bin, like the bin doesn't need to be there. But, it's so cool. It is so cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and store this over here. We're not going to need it anymore, I don't think. Unless it snows tomorrow, we might have to do the same job again. But I need to have a little look around, see what I need to do next. Oh, Farmland 1 is for sale right now, and it's only $54,662. So realistically, I could actually buy that. I could also... Oh, I can't buy 13. Yeah, so 1. I think I might have to buy that field. Alright, I'm doing it. There we go. Purchase 54,662. That field is now mine. Unfortunately, there's not really too much I can do anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep through the night. Tomorrow, we're gonna be seeding that field and possibly fertilizing it as well. My goodness, it has snowed yet again. There is snow all over the ground, so I'm gonna have to do the job we did yesterday, which is clearing the snow from the hill. After that, we're gonna go ahead and seed the field that we just bought.
We could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it so.
Hopefully that's the last time this year this needs doing, but I have a feeling it might happen next month as well. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's drop this off at the house, and then we will actually go ahead and hopefully seed our field. Seems like a crazy month to do it, but hopefully we can. Oh, I didn't realize I did that! I accidentally fired a bunch of snow in a big pile right here. That is ridiculous. Anyway, let's go ahead and attach onto my seeder now. And, well, I haven't actually seen my new field yet. I don't know whether it's covered in snow right now or whether it's not. So let's just drive over there and figure it out. We are going to have to get rid of a bunch of snow on the way there, but that's fine because we have a snowblower. Yes. In fact, I feel like I should be able to see my field from here. But maybe it's covered in snow. It looks like it might be. Well, from here it does look almost like the field is covered in snow, which obviously I won't be able to plant on, I don't think. So we might have to replow this tomorrow, come down here again tomorrow, and plant it tomorrow. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I also need to try and figure out what I need to plant. I don't know that just yet either. Oh, wait, I think that's it right there. That is my field, and it is definitely currently covered in snow. I wonder if I cut into this? No, I can't actually see where I need to be here. I'm trying. Oh, there's my field, right there. Wow, okay, well, can't do that, can I? Right, okay, well, since I can't do anything down here, it is time to drive back home. I was thinking I would walk, but actually it's quite far away, and, well, we need to take our snowblower back anyway, so let's go ahead and attach straight onto this. There we go, and let's take it home. Well, we are back home, and since there's not really too much else to do because of all the snow, I am going to bed. Well, good morning, everybody. It did take a little while, but the snow has gone, and now it's raining. Who would have thought? You waited to the rain, and you love it. I actually really like the rain. I love walking in the rain. It's kind of strange. Anyway, let's go this way and get that field planted. Although it is March, so I don't know what we're planting. Okay, we're going to be growing oats today. I don't know why. I feel like I should, so that's why, I suppose. And I think that's fine. Oats are not a bad thing to grow, and then we can keep them for a little while and then sell them when we need to. But what I want to do is make enough money to maybe get some animals. I'm either thinking goats or I'm thinking water buffalo, which could be interesting. Anyway, let's get this planted in this field straight away. I'm just gonna zoom across, planting all of it. Let's get this field done. There we go. All right, this will be the end of the field, and actually pretty much the end of my seeds as well. We've run out of seeds. So what I'm gonna do is travel over to the store where I left the remainder of the seeds that I bought and put them in the seeder. There's no reason not to. Well, I picked up the seeds. Unfortunately, there really wasn't that many, so it's not great. Oh, there is a combine on sale right now, but apparently you're not supposed to buy combines on sale, so I'm not gonna purchase this, although maybe I should. Anyway, this is also on sale, and if I'm honest, it's a decent trailer. It really is. The only problem I've got with it is it might be too big. If I take the extension off, oh, that might be fine. That's a pretty big trailer. Although, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We don't need it just yet, and the thing that we do need is actually a combine very soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and drive home, and we're going to figure out what we need to do for the rest of the day. Oh man, it's still raining, so let's go ahead and park this up for now. We have 265 liters of seeds left, so if we do need to plant something else, we totally can. But I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here for now. There we go. Why isn't it letting go? There we go, excellent. And I'm going to jump out. I need to go check what's going on. Alright, is this stuff growing? What is actually going on with this? It is spelt, right? Is that what we're growing? Let's have a little look. Don't know. Don't know what this is. I think it's spelt. So this, in fact, let's have a little look, shall we? When do we need to harvest it? Spelt, here we go. So we need to harvest it in July. Not next month, not the month after that, not the month after that, but the month after that. Okay. So by that time, we need a combine harvester. So that actually gives us a really long time. We have a long time to do this. That's great. I'm about to spend $10,000 on this, which is like a greenhouse type dealio. So I'm just going to shove it in there. That's fine. As long as we can get to this side, that's all good. And then I might have to do some like smoothing off over here, but I don't know. I think this is smooth. There we go. That's the smooth tool. Don't mind this section, actually, that's fine, but this section needs smoothing too. Although, actually, it needs raising up a little bit underneath here. There we go. Alright, that works. Yeah, so we have ourselves a little garden where we can grow things. I might now need to go get a barrel. I am buying a water barrel for $9,500. That leaves us with $12,046. That's not a lot. But I suppose we gotta head over there and grab it so that we can drop it off at the greenhouse. Well, it's not a greenhouse, it's a garden. Although it is raining, we still need to give them water. Fortunately, on my land now, I do have a stream, and I actually have a pond. So, we're in a good situation here. We don't need to buy a well. I've grabbed it, here we go. So, this thing actually has, I believe, 14,600 liter capacity, because it's double what it should be, really. But we're going to take this back to the farm, and I want to see what the garden can even grow, because, if I'm honest, I don't know. The thing is, we can put fertilizer in there as well, so I think it'll actually do pretty well, maybe. I don't really know. It'll be interesting to see anyway. Alright, so, I think if I fill up from here, that would be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip the trailer in, and hope that it works. Although, did I have a problem with this trailer before? Oh no, there we go, it's working. Whew! Alright, well, I need to make sure that I can get this out of here. Which is maybe going to be a struggle once it's full, so... I've pulled it out a little bit, hopefully now we can just drive straight out. Perfect, okay, yeah. Our farm is literally just up the hill, so we're in a good place here. And, yeah, we'll get there soon. I do want to show you, actually. There is, like, a little path all the way around the pond. There is a place to sit and fish right here, if you want to, so you can fish in the pond. And there is obviously a stream to it, there's a bridge, and then there's a pathway all the way up to the house, pretty much. That's awesome. Up we go! We're going up the hill. It is going to take some time because this is heavy now. And our tractor, if I'm honest, is not the most powerful thing in the world. In fact, it is kind of not very powerful at all, but it's the first thing we could afford, so... that's fine. And in fact, this tractor is going to stay on the farm pretty much until we get another one. Because I'm trying to do a lot of the jobs myself, you know, so one tractor is sort of enough. Dump the water here, and that should be good. I actually don't know how much this place can hold in terms of water, but that's fine. Anyway, we are going to be growing cabbage No, lettuce, not cabbage. Activate. Yeah, so we can grow strawberries, tomatoes, spring onions, cabbage, whatever. We do need to drop off seeds here. I forgot about that. We need to go get some seeds and drop them here. And then fertilizer as well. They're dying! They're dying! It's weird that, actually. They've got water and they're dying. They don't have seeds, so which means they shouldn't be here, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the water off here, and I have a bit of a plan. Whether it'll work or not, I'm not sure, but I am gonna go ahead and try it. We're gonna attach on to this guy. Yep, just like this. And I'm gonna go around, and I'm gonna attach on to this guy. So essentially this means we have seeds, and it means we have fertilizer. Okay? So far so good. So what I'm thinking is, if I go ahead and drop the seeds off here, I can put them in there pretty easily. I can just push the bag over. And if I get rid of the fertilizer here as well, I can do the same thing. Please? Is that gonna work? Maybe. So I can drop both of those in there and hope for the best. Alright, we got seeds and fertilizer delivered, and that means these are growing now. So I'm gonna need a better way of moving my stuff around. I need either... I don't actually know if I can fit a front loader on this. I might be able to fit a front loader on it. If I can, then I need one of those so I can pick up bags easier and move them around a bit better. And also possibly a flatbed trailer. That could be good too. Unfortunately, David wanted us to do another job for him. Now, he's been very good to me in the past, so... Failed? What? David just stole $600 off me. He just stole it. Okay, well, you know what? He's given me so much in the past, he can have it. But what was that all about? Alright, well, again, I'm gonna do all of these, and I'll see you guys probably in the morning, actually. Well, a long day's work of moving wood around has left us with $59,960. Well, it's time for bed again. It is just that late, so I'll see you in the morning. What a day to wake up and be alive. I am excited, actually. I'm really excited. I really want to get to the point where I am harvesting this field over here. I'm so excited to actually harvest my first thing. It's crazy. It's not the biggest field in the world to harvest, but it's mine. And that's what matters. We also have this right here, just in case anyone was wondering. I am growing cabbage, lettuce. It's lettuce. I am growing a lot of lettuce, but I don't know if this is worth it. I think maybe it was. Maybe it was. Anyway, I need to spend the money I just earned so that I can lift this onto a trailer that I need to buy as well. Well, this right here can be my trailer. This was on sale at the very beginning, and it was $5,000. I should have bought it then. It's now $16,000. I guess now that I'm buying it when I'm rich, we're gonna go ahead and make it a different color. There we go, red. Excellent, there you go, 16,000 for that. We're now down to 43,000, which means I need to buy a skid loader for cheapish. I really like this skid loader, but we're not gonna do it. I think the New Holland and the Bobcat are very similar, although the Bobcat appears to have a lot more horsepower. We do only have 43,000. How about a wheel loader? Do I have any of those that look interesting? Again, I've only got 40,000. This would be really cool, but don't have enough money. Front loaders? I mean, this could be interesting. It's only got 48 horsepower, but I mean, I've never used it before. No. No. I think it just makes sense to buy the Bobcat. Let's do it. Safety beacons? No. No safety beacon, but we'll have a beacon light. How about that? There we go. Purchase that for $25,250. And then we're going to need pallet forks. So I am going to buy these ones, I think. Yeah, I'll buy these ones. Here we go. Buy it. Yes. And that will allow me to move things around on the farm as well. Okay, perfect. We are in the Boobcat, and we are moving around. Oh yeah. So, realistically, I would have liked to have bought a trailer that I could have put the Boobcat on. But I haven't, so never mind. I don't think the Boobcat can attach onto this. So we're just going to drive this home. and then we'll bring the tractor over and we'll drive that home as well. You don't realize how far away you live until you drive something that only goes 12 miles an hour. This took ages to get here, but we did it in the end. Oh, I am so silly. I'm so silly. I should have loaded seeds onto the trailer whilst I was there. I guess I can get the store to do that. That's fine. Right, well, we're back home. I'm just going to go ahead and park this up off to the side for now. There we go. Sure, that's fine. And I'm going to jump in the tractor. Oh, and we're going to go get that trailer. I think we just wait here and let them put some seeds on the trailer. I'm going to buy, like, 4 pallets. Let's buy 4 pallets. I'll wait here. They'll put them on, and then we can leave. That'll do. There we go. 4 pallets. That cost me $5,000, by the way. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I just wanted to stop off at my field over here for a second as well. I'll do it once we get to the end. I just want to see if there's any weeds in it. It doesn't look like there is any, but if there is, I need to buy a weeder. And I need to buy it soon so that we can actually get the weeds out. But I'll just go ahead and pull over here and we'll see if that's what we need to do or not. Here we go. Pull into the side. Excellent. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, there's no... I didn't plant that bit. Ah! There's no weeds. There's no weeds. That's good. Well, that'll do me pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and unstrap this real quick. I am going to dump one of these straight in, and, well, I'm going to need to use this to do that. So let's jump in the Bobcat, and we'll dump it straight in the greenhouse. I say greenhouse, in the garden. Here we go. I'm also going to grab a fertilizer bag as well, and we'll take that over too, but not just yet. I don't need it right now. So lift this up. Here we go. Squeeze this together, lower it down slightly, and let's try and position it so that it goes in. Aha! Perfect. Lift this up, and let's take it over to the garden. This is awesome. This is actually really cool. I was toying with the idea of having a garden in here somewhere, but I felt like that didn't make much sense. So where the garden is, I feel like is actually pretty decent. So we'll drive over, we'll drop this off, and then we'll actually drive back over again in a second. Can I do it over the top of here? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to drop these off properly. Because the last one was bags. Alright, here we go. We're going to drop it here and hope that it's fine there. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a big uh-oh. Well, as it turns out, they don't like these seeds here. That is not great, actually. In fact, that's really bad, because that's all I bought, and I spent $5,000 on them. $5,000 on them! Whatever. Let's go get the fertilizer and put that in there anyway. That's ridiculous, though. That is actually ridiculous. Okay, we'll grab the one on the right. Here we go. Lift it up a bit more. Grab it, and we are out of here. I love this little Bobcat. It's so good. So you'll see from this how it actually drops off. There you go. It's getting dropped out the bottom. That's it. It's gone. That's ridiculous. Those seeds should count. They should definitely count. Well, I'm just going to park that up there for now. That has annoyed me today. I spent so much money on those. I suppose I could take them back and maybe sell them again, but... we'd have to go all the way back to the store with them, and I don't want to. On a brighter note, I guess, this field is growing quite nicely. In fact, it really is. A few months, and this will be ready to harvest. Right, well, David has given me another job. I decided to forgive David for stealing $600, and he's letting me use this John Deere to pull the hoe and move the weight around to hoe his land for $8,000. So, let's jump in and get this stuff sorted. Honestly, I can forgive him. He's giving me way more money than he stole, so this is good. Obviously, I am doing a job for him, though, and he will never do a job for me, so I don't know how to feel about that. What in the world is going on here? There are no weeds as we speak, but I guess I'm gonna de-weed it anyway? Alright, yeah, cool. I've never actually done it at this stage. I didn't think it worked at this stage, but if it does... then it does. Alright, let's go ahead and lower it down. If we can. There we go. And let's drive in. Alright, I'm assuming this is working, but It does not look like it is. Oh, no, it is. All right. Cool. Well, I don't know where I'm going to have weeded and where I haven't weeded because I can't see, but I'm going to try my best to just de-weed this entire field. I don't know whether that's going to be enough, but I'm folding it up and hoping for the best here. I'm just going to leave this in the middle of his field, and he can come pick this up. Never mind, it turns out we missed a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this back down. I have a feeling, because I can't actually see where we have and haven't hit. I have a feeling this corner I might have missed a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and lower it down just here and just do this. And then in certain areas where I think it's a little bit wider than it should be, I'm going to go over it again. Kind of like this little bit right here, just in case. So yeah, we got a little bit more work to do, but that's fine. Alright, there we go. I'm folding it up now. I just had to go down a few more lines, but that's okay. So, we are going to get the money for this. Let's just go ahead and park this off to the side of the road, or the side of the farm field. There we go. And let's get it sorted. So, if we go here, David's going to give me $7,588, and that's now mine. I am now stood next to his field, though. But that's pretty good. We now have $20,000, and I'm going to use some of that money to buy a tipper trailer. The main reason for that is because eventually we're going to need one, and I think if I put the seeds inside the tipper trailer, I should be able to pour them into here to actually use them, which is really annoying, but I think it is how this will work, or could work. So, let me go ahead and see if I can find one on the shop and buy it. This one seems like it'll be pretty good. I'm not going to change anything on it. It is going to be $10,000, and it should do good for me. So, let's head over to the store and pick it up. We are actually at the point now where we are getting actually quite a lot of equipment, which is great. It is actually really good. I think I might have to move that in a second, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and drive to the store, pick it up, bring it back, and it'll be a trailer that we can actually use for other stuff as well, like carting grain around. Obviously, we're going to need that soon too. Oh my goodness, this thing is like touching the ground, and I don't have one of those hitchy thingamabobbies, but I'm sure it'll attach on anyway. There we go. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, this trailer doesn't look too bad. It looks about the right size for this tractor, I think. Sometimes they look too big, but I think we got the right one. I think I am going to need to reverse over to this thing, so let's turn ourselves around. I might have to do something about this hill. There is a big old hill here. But I think if I turn around and I reverse it up, we should be able to fill it. Yes, see how it's filling with seeds? And then, from there, I can then dump the seeds. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but yeah, I dumped the seeds out of there into here, and now it has seeds. Ridiculous. Weirdly, I'm actually really happy with that though, because it'll continue making stuff that we need. I needed this trailer anyway, so we're in a situation where I haven't actually wasted money, which is perfect, because I am very good at wasting money. Like very, very, very good at that. Anyway, tractor is struggling to pull this trailer up this hill. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, but it likely is a sign of things to come. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this trailer in our shed for now, because we can. Here we go. Go ahead and put this back in there. I have another job on the farm that I can actually be getting on with, so I am actually going to do that now. Alright, so, in case you're wondering what it is, let's drop that right there. I'm going to grab the mower, and we're going to do some mowing. Yeah. I thought that I would waste this, or have wasted this, but I think we can use it. And then we can reverse up to this guy, and we can take them both out for another drive. I only used them once, isn't that ridiculous? There you go, it's connected. let's go. So, in case you're wondering where I'm going to be cutting grass, I'm actually going to do it all around the outside of my field, and I'm just going to pick up the grass that's here. Obviously, I'm not going to get very much money for it, because there's barely any of it, but it's worth doing, I think, even if it's just a little bit. Even if it just makes the outside of this look a little bit nicer, which I think it does. Can I get that bush? Oh, yeah. There we go, and I'm just going to try my very best. Oh, I don't want to break any of the stuff on the left. Oh, this feels horrible. We're good, we're good. And I'm just going to try and tidy it all up a little bit. Yeah. If there's any big bushes, that all gets destroyed. And we'll just continue it around. Perfect. This is actually really, really good. Let's go ahead and get that big bush. I'm going to continue around this way. We're going to get this bush. And then we're going to go all the way around the bottom side, taking all of this in that I can. There we go, that'll kind of do me. I was gonna do more than this, if I'm honest. However, not really something I want to do right now. So let's go ahead and lift this up. There we go, turn it off. Let's go put it back. So we have 1,600 liters of grass. Ugh. Ugh. Don't like that, actually. Don't like that at all. But we did do some mowing, and the mowing is good for me, I think. That'll do me. Yeah. I just felt like good old times. Let's go around the field and pick up some grass. It'll be there for when I get sheep. I think I'm gonna go with goats. Pretty sure I'm gonna go with goats. It's that time again. I don't really have that much to do now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do each of these contracts, and, well, we'll make the amount of money that's here, and I guess I'll see you guys later on today. I'm really, really wanting to get to the point where I'm harvesting this field, but I don't know when we're going to get there. Well, it's later on that day, and we now have this much money, 58,644. So we did well. We did very, very well delivering all of that wood, and I'm really happy with it. The thing is, I don't really have anything else to do right now. Although, I was looking. Oh, it's gone! There was a tractor here I wouldn't have minded looking at. But I don't need it right now. So, never mind. Alright, cool. I thought I was going to trade in the Renault. Never mind. I do think, though, from this point, I might actually try and save my money so that I can buy a combine when it comes to it. But what I want to do at the minute is actually bring the trailer down that we have up there, the flatbed one. And I want to load our lettuce onto it. I feel like that makes the most sense right now. I know that I want to upgrade this tractor, but I don't know if I actually do. It has, like, sort of enough power. It's not huge, which means I can get it around quite easily. But I do feel like maybe a little bit more power might be nice. I just don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and position it here for now. I'll leave the engine on, that's fine. We're going to jump in the Boobcat. Here we go. Excellent. And we're going to lift both of these pallets straight onto the trailer. Alright, go ahead and squidge it together. Oh, having a bit of a wobble, that's fine. There we go, we got one. We'll go ahead and chuck this on there. And then we'll have two in a second. Just chuck it on wherever, it doesn't really matter. There we go. We don't need this trailer for a little while now. Oh, for a little while now anyway, so that'll be fine. And then we'll get another one real quick. Lower this all the way down. There we go, very nice. And there we go. Excellent. Yeah. And we'll chuck this one on there as well. This is actually 2,000 liters. I didn't realize. I thought it would be 1,000, but that's crazy. There we go. We've made 2 pallets so far. Excellent. Oh, well, it is actually already quite late, so it's time to go to bed again. Well, good morning. Or at least I would say good morning if it wasn't 6:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. I might have slept in and done some things today that were not on the farm. Anyway, we're awake now. I want to go check out my field, so I'm going to run straight there. Well, it's still a field. It is indeed still a field. Yeah. There's not much more I can really say about that, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and jump in the Boobcat again, and we'll actually load these 2 onto the trailer with the other 2. I guess. Let's go. Start your engines! Lower this down and drive forwards. Here we go. Might as well pick them both up. And put them both on. Can't do it at the same time. Well, I could if I was coming at it from a different angle, but we're not. So, go ahead and chuck this on here. Again, doesn't really need to be like very smart or anything. It just needs to go on. And then we'll go grab the other one and chuck it on there as well. Now, after this, I want to see if I need to drop water off here or drop fertilizer off or seeds, I guess, and make sure that the garden is fully stocked up. That is important to me. All right, lower that under there. Excellent. We'll lower this down and we'll park it back here. This seems to be its unofficial official parking spot. Perfect. Well, I guess I want to see now, when is the best time to sell these things? So let's go to here. It is lettuce. Here it is, lettuce. And it's nowhere near the best time to sell it, but what would we get? We'd get 3,000 per. I think that's 3,000 per 1,000 liters. So actually, we'd get 6,200 for each of these. I think. That's a decent amount of money, I think. I'm going to go sell it. I'm doing it. Let's just reverse out of here onto the road and take them for sale. So, at the minute, we have $58,314. Once I've sold 6,000 liters of lettuce, I don't know how much money we're going to have. I know I just worked it out, but it took me a while to drive here, so I don't know. Also, I think I sell it on the left, not the right. I could be wrong, though. Let's just see. So, if I disconnect these now. Boop. Wow. Okay. 24,700. That's not bad. That is actually really good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We've now got $83,000. And there is something I do want to purchase, but I don't think I've got quite the right amount of money just yet. Well, that's some of it gone. I guess we need to make sure that we are still making more, so let's... Oh wow, there is actually more right there right now. I could go sell that again, but I don't want to. So, let's have a little looky here and see how much of each stuff we've got. So we got water, we need to drop off more. We got fertilizer, we need to drop off more. Seeds, we need to drop off more. So let's get to doing all of that. Okay, let's do the water first. The water is just here. I think I've only got 5,000... Yeah, I've only got 5,000 liters left. Although obviously I've just got unlimited water down in the pond, so... Whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and drop this off first. Let's pull around here. We should be able to drop it off from here. Which we can indeed. Perfect. That'll do me. That'll do me. So, let's drop that there. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Let's take it back to the farm. What I'm going to do then is get some seeds, drop the seeds off, and then we'll do some fertilizer as well because, well, we have fertilizer up here, so we should take it. Anyway, maybe we'll do the fertilizer first. I've got nothing to put in here yet, so I can leave this guy there. And, well, whatever goes in here is going to go in here, so I think it's fertilizer first. Let's drive forwards. I can't actually attach it onto the front. It has to go onto the rear. Okay, let's turn around. And reverse up to this. Yes. Attach it on, fill it up. Yeah, fertilizer first. I'm going to put in all of it. Yeah, why not? I think this will be 2,000 liters of fertilizer. Excellent. Yep. We'll drop this off and then we'll do the seeds. And then I might actually go get more water. Realistically, that makes sense. Dumping the fertilizer over the fence and it is all gone. 2,000 liters. And then let's go get the seeds. 2,100 liters of seeds coming in. That leaves me with one pallet just for when I need to reseed the fields. I think that makes sense to keep anyway. So yeah, we'll keep them. Anyway, scoot around here. Spin around. Real good. There we go. Again, I need to work on that hill. Something needs to happen to it. It needs to be demolished or something. Let's go ahead and dump this over the fence as well. That right there is perfect. Wait. Why did it only take a few there and leave some? That was weird. Anyway, it's all in now, so I'm happy. Well, perfect. That is going to continue giving me lettuce, and I can continue selling said lettuce all I want, which is very good for me, I would say. What I will say as well is I still need more land. Now, I could, in theory, buy that land back that is over there. Do I want it? Maybe eventually. I could also buy... I need to take that dangerous tree down. My goodness, I don't think that's on my land, but that needs to come down. It's fully sideways. I can buy the land on the left side of the road over there. I think. Let me have a look, see how much it is, though, because it could be expensive. Let's have a little look. Farmland. So, this over here is 89,000. We are so close. We are so close to that much money. But we're actually so far away. That would be very close to field number 1, which is something we own. But what I really want to do is buy this. I just can't afford it. I want to buy 19 and 18 if I can. But it's so expensive. 144,000 for this bit. And 192 for this bit. It's a lot of money. And then obviously the thing that we owned before this is only 15,000. So I could actually buy that back without really causing myself any issues. What about 20? That's 126,000. 165,000. What about this? 149. That looks like it could be a cool little field in there. I'd have to like take out a few trees, but that would be alright. This right here is an old carpenter's shed, and although I wasn't going to do much with wood, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to just have an old carpenter's shed somewhere on my land that means I can do something with all of these trees. Because currently a lot of these trees are mine, and I might as well make some money out of them. I just need to figure out where this should go. I'm thinking here. Yeah, if I need to sort out the land around it, I will do that. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah. How do we get there? Well, we're going to have to chop down some trees, put a road in here from the main road, and then we'll be able to get to it. I think that's okay. But that'll have to wait till tomorrow, so let's go ahead and go to bed, and this time I'm going to wake up earlier. Okay, I'm awake. I was having a bit of a nightmare last night that I was a cat. That was interesting. Anyway, it's a lovely day today, so let's get some stuff done. I need to run around and have a little look at this down here. Let me go. Around here, we're going to have to put in a new road down the back of the house, I guess? Here we go, let's have a little look. So, from back here somewhere, I don't know which side of the stream. I think this side of the stream, so at least this tree right here, this little one's going to have to come out. This little one right here is going to have to come out, and this bigger one and this one are going to have to come out too. And then this is the carpenter's shed. Oh look, they've got a planer in here, a miter saw, a table saw that is pointing at a wall. Wouldn't really want to use this, I'm not gonna lie. And then a bunch of other random things. Excellent. Okay, well, how do we use this? It is a good question. Oh, I just ran into the wall around the outside. Let's go inside and have a little look. So it can make planks. So it's gonna have to make, it can make furniture out of wood. That is what we're gonna be doing. So activate that. And then let me go chop down a little tree that we're gonna need to chop down anyway. Oh, I need to buy a chainsaw first. Let's buy a chainsaw. And then we'll chop down a little tree and we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go with a steel. There we go. Excellent. Let's chop it down. There we go. Excellent. Ah, that is so good. We're going to then move this over and drop it off. So that is actually starting to make stuff now, I think. If we go inside, let's have a little look. Yeah, so we have 109 liters of wood, and it's going to make some furniture. That's really good. Well, today is going to be spent literally chopping down trees and getting them out of the way so that we can use the carpenter's hut. The main reason I'm doing this, by the way, is just to try and make sure we make enough money so that we can expand the farm in a decent amount of time. Because if it takes forever, then it's going to take forever, and that's not very good, you know? We need it to be quicker. Alright, let's chop this down right onto the carpenter's hut. Excellent! It gets sold straight away. We then need to get rid of this one. There we go. Perfect. I need to try and figure out where this road should go. Can I get rid of this? I can't seemingly get rid of that. I need to get rid of this little tree right here. Let's So I'm going to just go ahead and take that over and drop it off because it's not any use over here. I just chucked that a mile. I am so strong. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy as well. Alright, if we can, that would be perfect. And then, I don't know, is there any more that needs taking out up here? I think this little tree right here could do with getting taken out. So I'll actually move that off to the side. And I will cut this out of the way. Once we've done this, I'm putting a road in, and we should be able to, well, essentially drive down here. Because we're going to need the skid steer. I can't move this. For some reason I can't move it. I don't really know why, so I've just destroyed it. Okay, fine. Let's put the road in. Okay, so from the main road, we are going to be using gravel. Actually, let's just use this concrete. I'm going to drag it from there, and we're just going to come down. Okay, I'm going to do it quite wide to begin with. It is still going to be like a skinny road, almost as if it's like a pathway instead. And then we've dragged it all the way down to there. So hopefully we can actually drive down there. That'd be great. I do need to do something with the front of this as well. So if I do this and this, that's actually fine. And then I'll bring it out to here. That's okay. And then, well, I'm gonna need to be able to get around this side, I think. So I'm gonna do this and just zoom it out here like that. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do once I've done this is sort of flatten these areas out a little bit just so it works. That's pretty good. I should be able to squeeze by anyway. So, from the road, what do we have? Well, I can just run this way, excellent, or drive down here with the skid steer. Eventually, I'm going to have to drive down here with the flatbed trailer as well. We'll have to reverse it down. But I think overall, that's going to be fine. This tree is currently floating, so let's get rid of it. Here we go, that's going to get straight into the craftsman's hut. That is excellent. I'm going to take this out. And I'm actually going to take out this big tree right here as well. Because I can. There we go, that's going to fall the right direction, hopefully. Almost. I'll just nudge that in with something, and then we are good to go. Perfect. So, let's go see how much wood we currently have in here, and whether it's going to do anything. We currently have 4,398 liters of wood. It's definitely going to make furniture, and that is what we wanted. Well, I'm happy with that, but it has taken most of the day putting this path in, which is very annoying. So what I'm going to do is try and figure out some more trees that need to come down. That dead tree right there needs to come down, and so does that one. And actually, there's quite a few out there, although some of them are not on my land. Let's take this one down, I guess. And that one looks like it might die behind it, so I'm going to chop that down too, if it's on my land. If it's not, then we might leave it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let's go ahead and get rid of the stump while we're here. There we go, and then let's try and chop this guy down as well. Alright, I hope. It is on my land. It is indeed. In fact, I think a few of these dead trees are on my land. Alright, that's down. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And then I'm going to take out a few of the dead ones. So there's currently like a bunch of dead ones over there. I'm going to take out this one, and if that one's in my land, I'm going to take that one too. Alright, yep, this one's coming down. Let's go grab this one over here. It just can't be here is the thing. It's dangerous. There we go, we're going to take that one down. Chop it, chop it! And this one's on the other side of the stream, but chop it, chop it! Yes, there we go, they're all down. And now we'll just get rid of all of the stumps, and then eventually we'll come get all of this wood and sort it all out. But at the minute, I don't really have any way of moving it. Well, that was quite some effort, but we have, in fact, done it. So I'm happy with that. We'll leave these guys here. We don't need them right now. Same with this tree and, of course, the dead one that we chopped to begin with. They'll all stay down. That's okay. I did say that it was going to take a while to move those trees, but I'm going to give it a go in the Bobcat. It seems like it should be powerful enough. The only problem is I'm using forks. So trying to push it up the hill might be a pain in the butt. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our wee-woo light on the top. And we're going to try and position ourselves nicely to push them up the hill. It just, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to go particularly well. Although, actually, if I push it from the very end, I think I might be able to do this. Oh, I missed. Although, actually, that seems better anyway. Let's go with that, and I should be able to nudge it sideways from here, and then essentially just push it straight up the hill again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then if I move it to the right slightly, there we go. I then go back down the hill. I should be able to just force it straight up the hill. Like so. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push! There we go. One is in. All I really want to do now is get this dead one. And that's it. Those guys down there can stay there. There's also that dead tree right there that needs to come down too. I'll have to get that one next. Alright, let's go ahead and try and shove this the other way. Hold on. It's taking some effort, this, but that's fine. There we go. Push it off to the side. Slightly. Angle it so that it's ready to go in correctly. And then push it up correctly. That's what we want to do. I need to move it sideways again. Just slightly. Push it sideways. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Realistically, I could just lift this and like push it correctly, but that's fine. I need it to spin around slightly. There we go. And then if we drive into it now, we are... Oh, I need to go slightly sideways. It's going it's going very wrong. But I think if I go up here, I can push it in. There we go. Excellent. Perfect. I'm actually really pleased with this. I am going to leave this up here for now. And tomorrow, I'm going to come check out if we've made any furniture. Oh, I really can't help myself. This thing right here is on sale, and although I don't really need it, I really wouldn't mind it. We can use this to tow things around. It does have a tow hitch on the back. It looks beautiful. I love the way this looks. Engine setup? That says cheat. I don't know what that means. Oh, 600 horsepower. No, we're not going to do that. Wheel setup? I could change the wheels, though. Don't want to do that. Extension. Oh, we can make it bigger. How much is that going to cost me? Nothing. I'm actually just going to do that. There we go. $25,000. I've bought it. I am, however, going to be picking that up tomorrow, because it's time for bed. Good night. Oh, well, good morning. It is a terrible day, but we're going to go ahead and pick up our new purchase. Look at this beast. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Off we go. So, even though this thing has like a tipper trailer on it, I am going to keep the tipper that we have, the trailer that we have. And this is going to be my machine for moving the flatbed around if I need to go far. Because, honestly, it's faster than my tractor, and it'll just do the job a little bit better. Uh-oh, have I made a mistake? That field needs harvesting right there. Oh, I might have made a mistake. Although, I might have something that might save me here. Wait a second. Is this the last month? This might actually be the last month of the year, which means we have to harvest this right now. We have to harvest both fields today, or this month. That's crazy. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is attach this truck onto the flatbed trailer, and I am going to, well, pick up all of the lettuce that we have that's ready for sale, which it is pretty much the worst month for selling it, unfortunately. And I'm going to pick up the one... Can I not? No way. I bought this for one reason, and it doesn't... it doesn't attach on. That's crazy. It should. It's the right hitch and everything. Oh my goodness. It doesn't attach onto this one either. That's very bad. Oh, that's really bad. This purchase could have been... That might be really bad. That might be terrible. Well, I suppose I'll use it to cart stuff around. I might have to sell it. I'm gonna lose money if I sell it, but I'm gonna have to. And then with the money I get from... Oh, that sucks so bad. I was so excited for this. I'm gonna buy a combine with the money that we get from this. Okay, that's fine. Right, repaint it, yes. Repair it, yes. Sell it. 35,000. Wait. How much did I spend on that thing in the first place? I don't know. Did we make money there? It feels like we did, but that can't be true. Anyway, we need to find a combine harvester that we can use. So, it's going to have to be a cheap one. We only have $51,000. I'm not going to go with the cheapest. This thing sucks. It's really bad. That thing is not bad whatsoever. So actually, I think I've bought this thing before, but it's good and it works. This time though, I'm going to put a roof on it. Yeah. And Michelin tires. There we go. Buy it. Yes. Perfect. I'm then going to obviously have to go to combinations. I'm going to buy this for 2,800, and that's fine. We now have ourselves a combine harvester. All right, look at this. We are cruising. We have a little roof now, which is beautiful, and we're just driving down the road. I love it. I love it. I can't wait until I own all of this field on the right and then some of those trees over there in front of us. I need to connect these fields together. Obviously, I own this one, but it's detached from my farm right now, so I would like to connect them together. Anyway, I'm going to cruise past this field for a second because I need to wait for the rain to stop. So now, I think I just sit here. Yeah, I'm going to sit here until it stops raining. Well, this ain't too bad. Let's go ahead and start our engine, and let's start harvesting. I am excited for this. So this is a field... Oh, hang on. I don't want swarth. I don't want swarth. Let's stop that from happening. I am going to go ahead and harvest this. This is all oats right now. And not too bad. Not too bad whatsoever. Perfect. We're then going to go ahead and go up and down, I suppose, and just get as much of this as we can. I think I'm going to allow someone to do a little bit of this for me whilst I go ahead and get the tractor over here with a trailer. All right, we're in the Renault. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Oh, before we move, is there anything on sale today? No, nothing. Okay, let's grab this trailer and get over there ASAP. As soon as possibly. As soon as possibly. All right, there we go. Grab it. Let's go. Well, we're on our way over. The thing is, we do actually have a silo, so I can totally bring the oats back, and then we can sell them at a better time, which is definitely not now. Harvest season is the worst time to sell, so yeah, we'll keep them with us, and that'll be great. Well, we made it to the fields. Let's go ahead and catch up with the combine and empty it into the trailer. Oh, I'm excited for this. I don't know why I'm so excited for this. Well, I suppose it's my first harvest on my farm. Yeah, I'm excited. This is really good. So, I'm going to drive over there. I'm going to empty it into here, and then I might do some laps myself in the combine. I think that'll be great. Here we go. Drive forwards. Oh, I'm really struggling to catch up right now. Hang on. Brake and drive. It wouldn't go into the right gear. That's weird. All right, here we go. And we are filling her up. Yes. No idea how much there actually is to go in here, but might as well just keep driving alongside until it's going slowly, I suppose. Yeah. 2,000 liters so far. There you go. There you go. The combine is currently empty, so this is perfect. I might actually just follow it around until we get to the end. I don't see why not. Well, we need emptying already. We've got quite a lot of oats already. There is still obviously quite a lot of field left to get, but this is not going too bad. Let's head over there in this tractor, in the Renault, and pick it all up. I don't know what kind of tractor I want to replace this tractor with. I am going to replace this at some point. I don't know what other tractor to replace it with. I'm not sure. So we'll figure that out. Probably something with around 250 horsepower, and then that will be my tractor, because that should be able to do everything that we need. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and empty this out, and then we can continue harvesting the field. I may or may not have ruined some of this by driving straight over it. Yeah, I've ruined it a bit, but that's fine. So this was full. This is going to be pretty much full. So we're going to have to take this back to the farm. That's then going to drive past the farm. We might as well unload the rest of this when we get there. And then we're going to harvest the other field, and that'll be great. Man, I really like coming back to this farm. It just seems so cool. It really does. So we're going to pull in here, and I'm going to drop this off straight away because, well, I need to. Also, whoa, I need to move that trailer out of the way. It's very much in the way. I should be able to just dump this now. There you go. Whilst that's happening, I'm going to go get the combine. All right, okay, so we're on our way back. I love the fact this has a roof now. It having a roof is actually really cool. And then we're actually just going to dump off... How much do we have? 114 liters of oats. We're going to drop those off, and then I'm going to go to the next field. I've never been here in this thing. Does it even fit on the farm? Let's have a little look. Squeeze it through. Yeah, it does. All right, we're good. Open this up. We'll dump it off, and that'll be fine. Here we go. Yeah, once this has happened, we'll get it working in the other field, and that'll be great. Oh, there is actually quite a lot to this field, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and see, first of all, whether this can even harvest this. I hope it can. It can, there we go, good. And then we can just start cruising about, harvesting the entire field. These are actually bigger fields than I thought they were, which is good. It's a good thing. And there we go. It is successfully done, actually. This field is fully finished now, so I'm going to drive this back home. I'm going to drive that back home, and we're going to talk about what we have. Oh my goodness, I love driving this thing. I really don't know why, but I do. With this little roof as well, it's just so good. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull into our farm, and we are going to go ahead and park this up for a while, because we've got nothing planted at the minute, so we're not really going to be using it. So let's go ahead and park it right in here. I'm going to lower this thing down as well, and we'll park it over here to the side. There we go. That seems actually about right. There we go. Fully parked. We now need to see if we can get the Volvo up the hill. Sorry, not Volvo. This is not a Volvo, it's a Renault. We're going to try and get the Renault up the hill. Hopefully it will make it to the top without any issues. It looks like it will. Also, we have a trailer load of spelt. Apparently we only got half a trailer, actually. That's not great out of this field, but I suppose the field's not that big. Well, we're going to go ahead and drop this off as well, so let's go ahead and empty it into here. We might as well store it because we have the storage. And there we go. I'm going to turn off my wee-woo lights, and we are going to turn off the engine in a second. And that is everything stored for right now. There we go. Alright, so I suppose we got to talk about things then. We have ourselves a Renault right here. This tractor has been very useful and is very useful and is one of the best tractors you can buy for the money. We have our trailer. This thing being beautiful. Works really well. We haven't really had to use it that much, but it works. We got this. This was one of our first pieces of equipment, and it is a mower. Have we used it very much? Not really. No, no, no. Over on the other side, we have ourselves our flatbed trailer, we have some seeds, we have our combine, we have some other things. This is our fertilizer spreader, our seed spreader, our snow blower, forgot we did all of that, and our forage wagon. We also have our water tank right here as well, which, you know, has been very useful too. Almost forgetting the fact that I bought this entire, farm. So we bought the sheds, we bought the house, and we bought the silo when we bought the land. And honestly, it was such a good purchase. Going outside, we obviously bought this field as well, which is just behind the garden that we bought. And we actually have a bunch of lettuce here now, which is ready to sell. Not forgetting, by the way, we ended up buying this land behind us at the start. I think it was a good boost, but it really wasn't worth doing, if I'm honest. And actually, the whole grass situation probably wasn't worth it either. But never mind. And lastly, we bought that field out there in the distance. It is quite far away, but we can actually see it. And, well, that's everything. We started with $0. In 365 days, we've managed to get actually quite a lot of stuff. So, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe and like down below and comment whatever you want to comment. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait. We bought this carpenter's shed as well. Yeah, that's right. We have a carpenter's shed. Almost forgot about that. Oh, and a bobcat. So many things to forget about.